I will never, ever figure this fucking microphone button out. What is going on? Welcome. I've got to figure out a way. I need to have music. Like, I can't just cut off the intro like that. It just cuts out and then it's dead silent and I'm staring at you, talking into a muted microphone like a boob. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Number One Poker with Riker Sean. That's me, Riker Sean. I barely have everything set up here. I was ill prepared. I was not prepared. But it went a little smoother than last week or the week before, where I really couldn't get everything figured out. I couldn't get the keyboard to connect, couldn't get the trackpad to connect, nothing. I had nothing going on. But we're here now. So welcome. I know I was muted. I caught it quick this time. Now I know to look. So what is up, everybody? Real quick, Jason from Connecticut, D Wood, Marcus Hodges, Nodak, my man, Joe Azer, Parlay Popes. What is happening? I just got to tap it like my badge, eh? Oh man, do I remember the keys for this stuff? Like this? Right. Hit that like button if you don't mind, but welcome everybody. Parlay Popes, do they have a create a room? No, they do not. That is something that I think I am going to work on. There's a lot that goes into that, though, because I would love to play with you guys. We could probably set up some sort of tournament. It would have to be like a tournament format because there's no way to manage the cash. And I think it, like, starts to get dicey, but I want to be able to stream it. Like, there's phone apps that are, like, pretty easy to use, but then I have to set up an emulator and stuff. But I know that there's sites where I can create tables, and I mean, there's been some interest. I think it'd be fun. Like, I don't know, $20 or something. Like, you know, the first 3 places get paid, and I'll stream it. My delay would have to be a lot longer, but I think that would be fun. I think people would be interested, and you know, add some excitement, add some fun. All right, let me sort this stuff out here and open up the poker client. You know, of course there's an update. Of course, we have to do an update somehow every time. Oh no. That's not right. Aha. Aha. Ooh, I got a $2 mystery prize from the site. Very generous. Very generous. Let me open up. Make sure I have my tracking down here. That's the one. That's the one. Oh, you don't care about that. Why did it switch to this? Oh, because I hit a number. It's very irritating. Like, I have to have the hotkey set up to switch tables and play sounders, but then it switches without me really noticing it. Oh, my man Scott in the chat. What's up, buddy? Good to see. It's good. I'm glad you were able to hop in, man. You're gonna see some poorly played poker. No, hopefully not. Once I get set up, which apparently is gonna take a while. Oh, that's not right. Undo. Okay, we're very good. Let's Let's make that go away. Welcome, Scott. Do you see some crazy chats in the chat? A lot of people come over here. We just got done recording or streaming Solid Dude, so. Bruce Tuttle, welcome. Oh, you'd happily pay $20 to play. Yeah, I'll figure out a way to do it. I've kind of talked to Josh. We just haven't been able to link up to really have a I got a lot to talk to him about, so have a good long conversation. But Josh is going to help me with it, and we will put together, like, I think a tournament format makes the most sense. It'll be the easiest. How's that? How is that? And Scott, I know you will be here heavily judging me. I wouldn't have it any other way. Let's see if these are lined up. Oh, yeah, look at that. If somehow you're here, but you haven't subscribed, please click subscribe. I think someone said we're very close. Who said that? It was somewhere up in the chat. Let me fix the chat. Live chat. 8 more burner accounts, Marcus Hodges says, to get us to 500 subs. That's the big thing here. That's what we're trying to get. It's a unique opening size. We'll just fold them. Judge away, Scott. You know I appreciate your feedback. Scott is like a poker buddy of mine. He's a really excellent player. I have no doubt that he would be pro if his life didn't just align at the perfect moments for him. You know? Oh, we flop top pair. I will bet. Smallish. I expect the big blind to be capable of having a lot of raises here. I'll call and evaluate the turn. But they're going to have a lot of hands like 7-8, 9-8. They're going to have a lot of draws. 10 jack, which I lose to, which sucks. But they also have, jack 8, which beats me. But hands like 9 jack. They just have a lot of hands that can raise. When they check behind, I expect that I will win a lot when this goes check, check. And if I check, they might just decide to bluff here, which would be great. So I don't want to bet thinly here. And then the problem with choosing to bet thin, if I do, is that I could just get bluff raised right off the hand. But they raise the flop, they turn checked through, and now they bet half pot. We're just going to call and hope they have bluffs. And they do. It's very wide. They just have a lot of available hands there. Hey, look, I'm not trying to butter you up, Scott. It is legitimate. You are a fantastic player. That is the absolute truth. Parlay Popes, 8-way. Yeah, if we set up like a tournament, it'll be full tables. It'll be 8-person tables at least, for sure. 8 away. See, I can't even read. Jason, you say you agree with Joe on Ant-Man's top 5 finish. Well, I hope that you get yourself that CD tomorrow if you haven't ordered it or having somebody mule it to you. It's fantastic. That's right, Josh. I told you we will definitely figure it out. We have to talk. There's some work to do for sure. And I got to talk to you about other stuff. So we got to set up a phone conversation. I got to figure out why when I'm on my Mac, here I'm on my Mac, and no one's ever told me that I look terrible. But somehow when I try to stream in StreamYard for the show, I always look terrible. So I don't know. Oh, that's right. Josh has heard. He's heard the heard the solid dudes there. Or are you smarter than a solid dude? Yeah, I think Josh gave some excellent, like some really nice feedback right away. Like, holy shit, this is a great episode. Oh, I appreciate it, Josh. I think it was really good. Yeah, if we could do tomorrow evening, Josh, I'll shoot you a text. I'm so busy in the morning and then in the afternoon. It's going to be crazy. And I've got to I just got to dig out the garage of my snowblower in preparation for a lot of snow. Cut off open. We'll call. That's pretty much a dream flop if you're going to call with 10-8 off from the big blind. We're going to look to check raise here. We don't get a check raise through. The 4 pairs. They shouldn't have that many 4s. I get to have a few more of them. But I would like to... I think I'm going to bet. I mean, they check the flop so fast, I kind of worry that I won't get to check raise the turn. And here we're just going to go on the larger size. I think they just have a lot of like 2 overs that just miss wildly, that this board really favors me. And the speed in which they check the flop, they didn't even consider betting. So we'll see what happens. Taking a long time. They're giving me a little hope. If only this other table had any action happening, so I could be distracted. That's probably a pretty good call. Yeah, I'm okay with how I played that. Come on. It's a pretty big 3-bet. We'll just fold. I mean, it's a fold, I think, regardless of the 3-bet size. But if they have chosen something crazy small, then you never know. You get options. You get to kind of be crazy. We will raise. It's all right. Jason from Connecticut. So what, you think me and Ant both would have done well on Wall Street in the 80s? You might be right. Just sleazy enough. Enoch Boateng. Smooth talk by Riker Sean. #1 Lothario this side of the Milky Way. That's right. Yeah, I think Josh. I think you're right. The rankings don't matter. The episode is great. The rankings are the icing on top. But yeah, we'll talk, Josh, because we got to figure out some stuff with this stupid computer here, and then figure out how we can set up some sort of poker tournament. Scott, you were in Seattle for work. You played a 3-5-10 300 spread limit game. Was stuck 2K in the first hour. And you left up $800 later? Hell yeah, that's a great game. That's crazy. Oh, Seattle has weird... Don't they cap the amount of times you could bet pre-flop or something weird, right? There is a second table running. I have had no hands. There's been nothing to show you. But here we are with King Jack suited. And at some point I will set this up to so I can add a third table easier. Well, this is a unique situation here. I get called by next to act and the button. I don't think this is going to get stabbed all that often. So I am just going to bet from out of position. And like hope they can call. But I don't think that they're going to just stab the flop. So I'm just targeting hearts there. Yeah, Enoch, well, we're going to figure out some way to like host a tournament, and I'll stream it and everything. I'll be on a major delay, but yeah, I'll try to get you guys in. We'll do it for like $20. Nothing crazy, not a lot of money. It'll be fun. We'll get to do it together. Yeah, Scott, you're probably right about going small with a 10-8 hand. I kind of felt like I might have been able to just get him to fold his range, though. But you're probably right. But I was hoping. I knew he didn't have any strong hands. I was hoping that I could just get him to fold his whole range. Maybe I should have just gone 2x pot. But I think small works. Yeah, so 3 max raises pre-flop in Seattle. And it like doesn't even matter the size. So you can like have an open, a click, and then a 4 bet, and that's it. So weird. That really has to change the dynamic. Like, you get the 4 bet knowing that you can't even get jammed on. Huh. Do they even spread fixed limit game? No, there's no limit games in Charlestown anymore. They're all no limit. Or pot limit also. They have like a PLO. This is pretty wide, but we'll see what we can get away with here. The big blind is just a nit. Well, see if we can't, steal some blinds. Yeah, there you go. Shoroka's throwing. He knows there's the plan. I just got to be able to stream it. Which again, I can actually just throw the emulator on my PC and stream it from there. It's really not that big a deal. Especially if it's just a one-off. If I'm only going to be streaming one table, I could just set up an OBS for it real fast. I'll set up a new scene, a new room, man. Marcus Hodges. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, if Dukes was here, he says, why are you pointing at my butt when you say that it doesn't get stabbed often? I do accept Venmos. You see them over there on the left. Doesn't really get you anything, but you're supporting the channel and me, and I appreciate it. And now I know that I have to click on it to read a message. I'm learning. Okay, so the most you could bet or raise pre-flop is also 300. Oh, right. So, God, it's so confusing. Super loose passive. Well, it has to be. When this very tight player flats here, I don't know. I imagine it's a lot of pocket pairs that could easily just be a 3-bet and should be a 3-bet. Oh, well, takes the decision away. You won't call here. Boom. I did not imagine that they were flatting aces there, but it's hard to imagine this isn't aces, like queens or better. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, the games have to be good there. You got to figure that, there's just probably not a lot of pros in Seattle. It's got to be good. We will call and see what happens. We flop a very weak second pair. I just have a zillion hands that are going to call. Do I really have to call with a pair when they bet? I don't know. We'll keep an eye on that player. Kind of my thinking is that they're going to follow up that large bet a lot. I find it hard to believe they're range betting for that size, so... Ace high, all clubs. You'll go ahead and check. We turn a pair. It's not unreasonable that they would check back a flush there. We will check. They bet really small. I was contemplating check raising there. Rivering 2 pairs, less than fun. Is there a world where I could just bet tiny? Probably not versus this player. The big blind just gets to have so many offsuit combos of hands that contain a club. I don't get to go nuts there. It would just be so easy for them to bluff raise me, and I'm not sure that I'm thrilled. Just because the ranges are so wide. It's so interesting tonight. Table 2 is clearly the better table, and I'm getting no hands on it. This is the person that flatted my open before with a strong hand when they jammed versus the cold 3-bet. We'll just check behind and see what happens. Yeah, I don't think I have to call there. I think it's okay to be tight versus somebody who is unorthodox and then they just don't seem to be putting money in. This is unbelievable. Oh, Enoch, you asked about what do I think about streaming so far? I'm getting more comfortable with it. It's it's a slow process. It's so different. Like, cuz there's like competing incentives here for me, right? Like, I know that I'm not playing my best poker while I'm watching the chat trying to talk to you guys and play poker. But this is a lot of fun, and I enjoy it, and I think it's like a good thing for me to do. And in the long run, I know it's really a good thing for me to do. It's challenging. I'm learning. Yeah, definitely can't be pros in Seattle. So yeah, the games have to be so good. You swoop in and just beat up everybody. Hopefully we can link up in Jersey this spring or summer. I'll tell you how big of a derelict I am. Hey, big hand alert. Let's see some action. Early position open. It's a good sign. We know they're pretty aggressive. This tight player decided to flat. We will make it 21. It's a pretty dry, disconnected board. I am going to go ahead and check, and looking to check raise here. If I could take it back, I think I might have. Bet a third multi-way. When he double flats, like, he could have some strong hands here. I don't know that he has fives anymore. Eights is conceivable. I don't think he ever had queens. He could have a hand as strong as ace queen. We are going to raise and just jam all turns. Just play it for 2 streets. And we'll just put it in here and hope he doesn't have a set. He does. Fives is tough. Fives is tough. That's pretty interesting. I mean, I understand flatting, but calling the raise seems pretty wild. How does it feel? Well, look, it's going to be some hard work. Going to be some hard work. I 3-bet here with king queen suited. We'll check out of position. He checks. I think it's okay to check again here. Kind of see what sizing they choose. I now lose to any ace. Basically, he doesn't have an ace. Like, I have like the nut no pair here. I'll check. I think we can just fold to that size. Yeah, I agree. I think on that flop, just betting myself is good. I could just bet. Bet would have been fine. Oh, we got ace queen. Checking. I think I can call a turn bet here. Which we'll do. I'm contemplating just donking, but I don't think I need to. I still think I have some showdown value here. Well, I mean, they're flatting some pretty strong hands. It's good to know. Good to know. So who all's getting out to the shop tomorrow to pick up their CD? That's the question. We will go ahead and bet here. Top pair, medium kicker. Yeah. Oh, I strongly considered the call turn to dunk the river with that 8th screen. I think it might have been nice. Enoch, I have no idea what you were talking about. Ah, the drive is a bit much for you, Marcus Hodges. Ah, Tony Cook, you're missing out on the store. That's okay. It's awesome you picked up the Above and Beyond edition. It's great. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, of course. If you're at the shop, you got to get some tipped cow. Ice cream is so good. It's so good. What's going on here? Where is the lobby? Yep. The fridge was stocked with tipped cow last weekend. 2,200 miles. That's a haul, Marcus Hodges. Well, look, if you were watching Solid Dudes earlier, you gotta find a way to come out for Atlantico Amigos, because that sounds like it's going to be one hell of an event. Plane, trains, or automobiles, man. Pick one. If we get freaking Shroka, Joe Azer, and Jim to take the IQ test and then reveal their results there in front of the live audience, it'll be amazing. I did play some poker while I was sick. I've been spending a lot more time playing on Club WPT Gold. Especially when I was sick. The games, I mean, the people playing are just so bad. It's pretty impressive. The lobby tells me that there's so many people playing 200 NL tonight, yet I have two tables that are barely holding on. You couldn't find me at the bow of the boat, Marcus Hodges. If I'm playing any live, I haven't played live in the last like 2 weeks. Been otherwise occupied, but I'm hoping to finally, once we get through this weekend, to kind of return to some sense of normalcy and get up there and play more. When I played last week, I don't remember. Oh, maybe it's been 2 weeks. Yeah, well, I think I texted you about it. Just being a baby, it was like unbelievable. Like such a great game, and I just all I could do was lose money. There's rumor. I'll go check it out. Well, not this Sunday because it's like Snowmageddon here. But there's a rumor that they're going to start on Sundays a 5-5 1500 cap game, which would be tremendous. It would be just great. Oh, everyone's on vacation this weekend. Long 2-5-10 game. Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. But yes, I'm hoping, if the rumors are true, that on Sundays, if they do start up that 5-5 1500 cap, it's going to be such a good game there. All right, I'm going to have to try to find some more tables. Yeah, we got a Snowmageddon this weekend, or Sunday, I guess. Well, we get the snow out here, man, or we don't get the snow out here, so. Yeah, I'll definitely talk to Craig at some point when I get up there, because him and I actually talked about it before, where I can just, hell, even I don't mind sharing a room with Craig. Like, we'll split the fucking room. Like, he didn't care. But yeah, he gets the comps. It's dirt cheap. All right, we have a hand we can probably play. Oh yeah, yep. So again, yeah, Brandon was supposed to go skiing, but now he can't even go skiing because it's so shitty. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get like a foot, so it's fun. So tomorrow, I get to put my snowblower together, try to rearrange my garage. It's a fucking disaster, but I don't want to have to clean off my Jeep, so like move my motorcycles and shift some shit around so I can just bring the car in the garage. So I don't have to deal with it. Yeah, so like a foot here is like, I don't know, 4 feet for you, I guess. Whatever would be actually serious. I'm just going to bet my range here. And just know that they're calling way too much from the big blind and that I can get enough folds. London Voice, yo, what is up? Welcome. We're just hanging out, playing some poker poorly. donating money, you know, living the dream. Yeah, they're still predicting for me, I think, like 8 to 12 inches. It's weird because I think back down now, like, all the predictions have gotten lower back in Virginia near you guys. Yeah. 8 to 12 and then heavier snow if I somehow land in the heavier band, so. Oh, look, I'll sort my garage out tomorrow. Nodak, thank you. That's right. If you haven't clicked that like button and subscribed, please do. We're trying to get to 500. Now, what I did learn from being deathly ill the past few days and coming out of it and not eating and then, you know, eating well is that I feel so much better when I eat well. I am going to 3-bet. And the reason is I think it way overperforms, especially in this pool. I think that I can get away with 3-betting everything when the small blind opens. So I will continue to try it until I'm proven otherwise. No snow. I know you normally have 3 or 4 feet by now. Like, where's your snow, man? We'll call with 8-9 in position. Maybe try to get one of the blinds to come along. Of course not. Ace, ace, 8. We go. We'll check. Our hand is showdown value. The delayed C-bet for that size is like over bluffed. I just want to call. And kind of see what happens on the river. I mean, I don't think I can get anything to fold. That size is right on the cusp where I, like, I'm so tempted to call. Just so tempted. Well, had kings on table 1, but nobody called. Zero subscribers tonight. Yeah, if you're watching and haven't subscribed, please. It's free. You're helping me out. Trying to reach 500 subscribers. Look, 666 would be next, Christopher. No deck, too cold to snow. Where the hell are you? What are we talking about? Yeah, it's strange on this site. Like, I like the 3.5x open in the small blind too. And I open, you know, 3x the big blind everywhere. You see such weird opening sizes on this site. I don't know what to make of it. People are all over the place from like the standard 2.5 to just 2. Yeah, I like going a little bigger. I don't think it sways them. I think I just get to play bigger pots. Oh, we're gonna have to find another table. Somehow. Table 1 is crashing and burning. Let's just open another one. We will just check. Our hand is just showdown value. We turn 2 pair. It's greatly improved. They lead big. Let's raise it up. We're just targeting those combo draws. The queen pairing is not great for my exact hand, is it? But I still think like I need to be betting. I'm really having competing thoughts here. I'm going to check, but I think I should bet. Person that pretty consistently just shown me the goods. Should be out of there. Let's get another table slotted in. Right, like that. North Dakota. Jesus. If I've been to North Dakota, I've ridden through it. Yeah, I think you're right, but I don't know. I think it's just easy for them to just have an ace there. We got saved on the river. Are we up, Chad? Hell no. Of course not. Can't be up. We are down hundreds of dollars. They get to check raise here with a lot of just flush draws that they have and combo draws, and they have a lot. I mean, they also have straights. But we have to call one and see what happens. Did I get a Horrigon for the set yet? No. I haven't. it's okay to just fold now. Sucks. They still have so many bluffs. But I'm calling here to call pretty much any river. We will let it go. Again, we continue to press the theory that I can just 3-bet everything from the big blind versus a small blind open. Easy fold. Yeah. Oh, they definitely have less combo draws, but they're there. Pair plus draws, those types of things. I can't, you know. When I'm playing cards, I got to check the Venmo infrequently. I got other things to do. Let's see here. Thank you, Chad Dukes, for the very generous Venmo. I appreciate you. Get the red alert sounder. Nemesis is on Showtime Family. It's good advice. Andy Schonard, thank you for the Venmo. Looking forward to some big wins. I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, I think the pair plus draw there gets to kind of get carried away, and I can. But, you know, the river SPR was going to be like 0.6, I think, if I called. So I was like, well, the money's going in. I don't think we're set up for a position where I could play Fifth Street chicken. Like they were just setting up a very easy river jam, and I would have been fucked. What's going on here? I need so many things for the set. The Horgon Fund. Apparently, I need to build a very expensive Lego Enterprise. $8 subs to 500. Tell your friends. And now look, there's a good possibility that if I can manage to eat properly and not make myself sick all of the time, that I could stream much more. Oh yeah, they have a lot of equity. There's no denying that. Can I start bluffing now? I think the answer is yes. On the ace. And then sometimes we get a spade on the river, and that's always good. Jesus Christ. What is going on here? I don't think I'm going to fire into two people again. I just don't think I'm going to do it. Wow, that one guy had Queen Jack. What in the fuck was going on there? All right, he'll get a nice tag. We should order subs. I can't order subs. I can't do it anymore. I've got to stop. All right. Let's see what we do here. Let's see what happens with queens. I can't have any meatball subs. I've got to stick to my beef and rice. I forgot what it feels like to not be eating filth all the time. After having been sick. I forgot what it feels like to not want to pass out dead at 10:30 at night. Shaka when the walls fell. Oh, that's right. She did have that. I already know she's in that. I mean, it's 15-0. Even over 13 hands. I mean, this person's just horrible. I'm not ordering a meatball sub right now. You're crazy. I'm doing good. I'm doing well. All right. What else? Timber and Tanagra. Timber with the Shaka when the walls fell. Timber in Tanagra. That episode is crazy. I might watch that when I'm done tonight. I watched that episode after eating a certain fungus, and it was fucking wild. After eating a fair amount of a particular fungus. Sokath, his eyes uncovered. I think I saw like somebody shared like a thread on like a screen cap on Twitter where they would always reply to like the scam texts with one of those lines, and somebody on the scam text like replied that it wasn't a scam text, it was a legitimate wrong number, but they knew what it was. It was great. It was probably fake, but I'm not ordering a meatball sub. I can't do it. Why are you trying to get me to... I've been doing good. You're supposed to be my friend, Chad. I feel good. You have no idea. You have no idea what this feels like. I haven't felt this good in months. Physically. Yeah, guy's face. It was tough. It was a hell of an episode to watch while his arms wide. It was I didn't need a little bit of the shrooms. It might have been Christmas Eve. We're gonna call here versus a tiny open. Miss wildly. Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra. When he chooses the seep at everything size, I am gonna get a little crazy and see what I can do. Just get in the streets. Get in the streets, man. No, I'm turning over a new leaf. 150. You're not going to get me with it. What I'm going to do is win the weight loss competition. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to break. Let's get down to brass tacks. Look, I won't do it. I was sick. I'm making myself sick. My poor health is affecting my life. It's affecting my poker. That's a shoot. I'm not going to do it. I'm a new and improved, healthy version of me. My crazy eating days are behind me. The really good news is I don't think I can order a sub if I wanted to. Everything out here closes butt early. You want to order food at past 10 p.m. in Charlestown, it's going to be fucking fast food. Chad. You're cruel, man. I know that you just want to see me eat, but you're not going to do it. You're not going to get me slipping. I am a whore, but I feel too good, man. I feel too good. And again, it does help that what he's asking about is impossible. No. If the good news about the Star Trek uniform is like you can only see it from here, but this thing does not fit. It does not fit. Meatball subs. Joe, you should order all the meatball subs you want, man. I'm out of the game. I'm out of the meatball sub game. Now, if I'm going to eat filth, the only time I'm going to be doing it is if I'm enjoying it with friends. And even then, I'll do it responsibly. Look. Of course, there's a part of me that just wants to ruin my life, but I can't. I forgot how good it feels to not be in a fucking coma. Oh, the weight loss bet did disappear. I'm going to win, Parlay Popes. You know, fucking emerge victorious. How many hands is this? That's not enough hands. It's not enough to say this person's crazy. I will call, but I was considering just 3-betting. Well, now you're just out of line. You're out of line, Chad. You're out of line, Chad Duke Show. You're not going to get what you want. When they check back... Oh, now I lose to fucking ace. Lose to anything. That stinks. I don't think I can bluff there. But Out of line. Sexing up your listeners. I have no idea what you're talking about. Hey, aces is a good hand. Can we get some action? It's so weird. Some of this pool just has these small bets. What would be great is if this person like just woke up with a hand. The strip clubs are like too kind of far away from me. It's really unlikely this person has like over pairs, but they have a lot of pairs that are possible between the 9 and the 3. Go a little less than half. If they have a pair, again, I don't think they have like over pairs. So you got to be really kind of like people will fold a boat when I have all of the best boats. So I think I got to size up, but I don't think I can go crazy. When they call, it'll be like a 1 SPR. I don't even know what to think about this. I'm always calling, but yeah, well, they did have the overpair. I'm pretty shocked. How did that fucking hand play? They flatted. That was so weird. I mean, I guess I got lucky on that one. It's got like this, you know. But they called. All right, they called the low jack open with 10s, and then just called my 3-bet. So hard to go wrong, I guess. Sizing up on the flop does make some sense. They just have to call. Otherwise, like, what are they doing? So you're probably right. Yeah, the strip clubs here are like 35 or 40 minutes from me. Oh, that's not true. There's one up the street. But they definitely don't have subs. I forgot to do all the fun sounders when we won a big pot. I don't know if it was bad poker. Probably could have been played differently. By me. Yeah, what they played was very strange. Call with jacks here. Yeah, I think you're right. Or I could just be aggressive right away. They have to call on the flop with their pairs. God, they check back the flop so fast. I think if they had a king, they would have bet the turn at least. Like, how many aces do I have? I don't know. I mean, he's just going to get to bluff a lot. He got here with this whole, like, with just so many hands, but. Yeah, queens is kind of the hand that is the most concerning. Checking to check call just lets them, bluff, which is nice. Aces, if I can get some blind on blind action, would have been great, but alas, no dice. Yeah, I think blocking the river is really interesting. I was torn between, like, is blocking better or is checking better to just let them bluff. So I don't know. Blocking is nice because I don't think even if I choose a small size, there's just never bluff raising. So legs is the place. I don't think legs exist. I don't think legs has existed for 20 years, Parlay Popes. Maybe not that long. A decade? No legs. What's left up there? You have the Horseshoe right down the street from me, which is like it's the dingy strip club. You could smoke in there. So if you're looking for just a filthy strip club vibe, that's your spot. And then the other one is Lust in Martinsburg. I think that's it. With the cutoff sitting out, we will open. I mean, there's probably like a small one I don't know about. It's not like the heyday when there was like 8 of them up here. And Lust is like huge. They even expanded it. There's like a giant stage. I went to like a bike wash there. Like some club held like a bike wash there last year. It was insane. Yeah, I agree there's not many bluffs, but like they're going to end up with some. And I don't even know if it's bluffs. Like, I think they start to question their weak pairs that 3-bet. Like their weaker pairs. But I think if I could take it back, I do like blocking. Like, I'm never going to get, like, bluffed. So I could just go 20% and that's like a good price that I want to pay. I think that's a better play. Oh yeah, Lust is around. But yeah, I went last summer, I think, for like a bike wash or something. It was like the middle of the day. I remember when a bunch of the guys came out from California right at like the end of COVID. And we went. And it was like, for one night only, the biggest party in West Virginia. I think because COVID had just ended, it was crazy. It was legitimately insane. Heyo. Queens is a good hand. God, getting fucking 3-bet by the small blind with queens does not feel great. What is the big blind possibly thinking about here? Man, having a diamond here is so good. Just bet quarter pot. What the hell? He 3-bet from the small blind, called the 4-bet, and folded to a tiny C-bet. Huh. Oh yeah, never folding there. Just, you know. The reality is that they under 3-bet from the blinds by like a significant amount. And when I open early position, their 3-bet range is already really tight. And then if they're under 3-betting even by 1%, it's, you know, it's actually a lot. They're just missing so many hands. So you gotta, you know, at least prepare yourself to realize that life might not be all fucking rainbows and cupcakes. You know, if they're supposed to 3-bet, let's say 6% or whatever it is, if they're under 3-betting by even 1.5%, that's, you know, 20% of all of their combos. Like they just don't exist. Their range is narrowed down, like that they, you know, technically should have. All right, we had a 3-bet and a cold 4-bet. This could be exciting. Maybe cold 4-bet here. Like, yeah, I agree. They definitely didn't have a diamond. I mean, they have to call. Well, there you go. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if the 4-bet is good with queens. I think it's probably close. I'd have to look at it. I'd have to like throw it in Flopzilla and kind of estimate what I really think their range is, but they're definitely under 3-betting. The pool is. And they're supposed to be 3-betting so tight there anyway. But no, I think it's close. I think like I was agonizing over my decision to whether I think a 4-bet is good, and I just don't know. I don't think it's slam dunk either way. Because I bet you if we adjust their range even, I mean, you'd start taking out just a couple additional combos, then like 4-betting queens might be torching. They call from the small blind. I expect them to have just a bunch of mediocre pairs. That we can get the fold by the river. When they call the turn, I think I mean, they got spades. Or queen. I can never make a queen fold, but I can get spades to fold. So we're just going to go small. Now, if he has like 8s or 9s or something, I don't know. But, yeah, see, just has a queen. We will fold. I think queens might be a flat there. I don't know. I don't have them in front of me to recall. Look, Hockey Dukes has got to be way too busy watching hockey to even, be able to reply here. We will check, and if somehow this checks through the river, we're just gonna take a stab at it. Well, I don't get to. I don't get to do it. Oh, yeah, I guess I do beat the spades. Just take the ace for the showdown value. It makes sense. It's a better play. Taking the ace with the showdown value is a good play. Come on, wake up. Wake up, buddy. What are these people doing? It's like a limped pot. Let's go. Let's fucking see some cards. God, that was like the slowest limp pot I've ever seen played in my life. Let's get some cards. If Ace King on table one. Of the offsuit variety. Huh. Top pair, top kicker. It's pretty fantastic. I think here I just actually want to bet pretty small. You know, it was like the slowest thing I've ever seen happen. They both called 3-paired, which is actually pretty nice. If I bet 30... I think I just want to jam here. Just get the most from like ace 10, ace queen. I just don't think he has like a lower pair now because he called so fast. That was really weird. Maybe I'm just wrong on the timing there. I mean, this guy's a fish. Like, maybe he was always going to float the flop once, but I mean, he snap called the turn bet. So I kind of just reduced him to ace X. Dude, my biggest beef with this site, Scott, is they play slow, man. God, I wish Ignition wasn't overrun by fucking bots. Everybody here plays slow. Which, like, for the stream is pretty helpful, but it's fucking painful. It's painful when I just want to be playing, when I'm just playing 4 or 5 tables. And I'm like, how am I just not seeing that many hands? I'm pretty lucky in my room that people play, for the most part, pretty fast. He opened to 8. But, I mean, this is like a situation where we could just cooler him. Eh. Sadly, we don't get there. Yeah, I feel like this snap fold on the river makes no sense. I'm like, well, I don't know what you have anymore. Like, I thought I had just narrowed him down to an 8. And then he decided he didn't want to play for it all. But he is a fish, so that's a like pretty classic fish thing, right? You're calling way too many turns. Like he probably doesn't know that he's going to be folding on most rivers, but he should. He's just calling the turn and setting money on fire. Which, hey, it's okay. Oh, I don't know what to make of this at all. What is this open size? All right. We're going to flat ace-10 suited here. Play a pot in position. 3 betting's nice, but... How that guy folds, I'll never know. Well, you flop the nuts. Well, he's already out of money. So, yes, sadly... we'll just check, and I don't know. I don't know how this guy can improve, but... It's hard to believe this guy could be holding a pair that contains a diamond that he chose not to bet. So I'm going to bet small. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure there's anything. Anything I could be doing there. Why couldn't he have king, queen of diamonds or something? All right. The amount of people that just open a two big blinds on the site is wild. I feel like it's like a strat that I used to see like on ACR like 100 years ago. It's weird that I'm like, me and everyone I know is like opening to 3 big blinds, and you're on a site where people are just opening to 2. It's like, hey man, let's play bigger pots. Open bigger. What the hell? I had there was 2 more subs and I didn't get the notification. Should make a little noise and pop up when people sub while I'm on. Oh well. Dude, all I need is 100 no decks and I would rule the fucking world. I could be president. Just need 100 no decks. Number one poker night at Biker Sean's house. I don't think so. You'll fly in, Scott. Scott, I can't have these crazy people in my home. I'm not prepared for that. Oh, what's up, Sheldon? Welcome. Oh, well, look, the ante on WPT Gold is ridiculous. I feel like nobody's been 3-betting here. A little crazy. Couple of fish in the blinds. Yeah, my approval rating would at least be 100. Oh yeah, the games are shallow. The interesting thing is, with the ante, there's so much dead money in there. People don't even they don't adjust to it at all. It's the weirdest thing. Like, how can everybody playing on there be so clueless? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, if you're playing the, 51-2 or whatever, right? Like, there's $7.50 in the pot before anybody's even opened. And, like, that's just insane. We'll check again. Can they possibly have hearts? I mean, what would they have that they called the 3-bet exactly? 10 jack, which would have bet at least the turn. What can I bet? Like, what's a decent size here? Ooh. Oof. But yeah, that's really shallow. We have aces. The nit opened. Yeah, the 1-2-4 is like an equally good game. It's weird. The skill between the 1-2-4 and the 51-2, there's no difference. I mean, they're just so bad. We'd love to see this person, like, raise, but no gets. Queen 10. I think we just want to bet versus a nit. Like, targeting, like, exactly jacks. It's just weird. I don't know what they have there. Like, that person could have kings. Yeah, I mean, they just the snap call with ace queen is so. I was like, okay. Like, I bet so small you didn't even consider raising. Like, you definitely have the best hand. In what world do I have a hand better than that? Yeah, I think the 1-2-4 when it's full has like $20 in the pot. No, yeah, right. 4, 6, 7 plus. Yeah, it's like almost $20 before anybody's even opened. But it's so weird. Nobody adjusts their opening size. It's like nobody adjusts on that site. This guy with these fucking insane sizes. I mean, he's a fish. I'd like to just be heads up. we're gonna check here, actually. Like, he's so shallow, we can just get the money in on 2 streets. Yeah, WPT Gold might be like the softest pool that's available to everybody. I run notoriously bad on there, so I'm biased. All I've ever experienced with that site is pain. How's the big van treating me? Somehow I haven't moved into the big van yet, so I don't know. I haven't even heard another word about it. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm sure, like, out of nowhere, they'll just surprise me. And that'll be frustrating. Again, we're just 3-betting every small blind open. That time we get 4-bet. We fold. But I think here it tends to work well. Is this game going to break too? Why would I have to leave the next big blind? What time is it? All right, we're getting ready to wrap up anyway, and this table is breaking. Oh, fuck. I'm not even paying attention. Easily open King 4 there. That's what I get. This is my fault. Christopher, what's my favorite band and why is it Slipknot? Well, I'm sorry, it's not Slipknot. It is not Slipknot. I don't know. There's a lot of ebb and flow in, like, my favorite. I know. He'd been getting carried away. So he could be full of shit, which would be really smart. But he's picking too big of a size, which kind of, like, makes me think he's not that smart. You don't have to 4-bet that big. Blind versus blind. Because you just get the 4-bet and I have to fold all my trash. It doesn't matter what size. You could just click it. Thanks, Scott. We're you know, I'm working on it. I find it is so hard to play great poker in stream. I have a newfound respect for people that do it forever. Aha. I don't think I have to 4-bet ace king off all the time. When you flop top 2, life is pretty great. Pretty great. We're just going to call in position. And I just, like, what can he have? Either have the same hand, which is possible. He has queens that he's just kind of repping. Now he checks. I think we gotta go pretty small. Actually, why don't I just check? Let's see if he can, like, bet, check, bet. With all his whiffs. once he checks there, I'm kind of interested. Like, betting fucking ridiculous is kind of an interesting thing. Like, since... I think he just has basically all folds or some hands that might just have to call. But man, yeah, thank you so much for TDPMIFOCY. I feel like this is the second time you've said that. I don't know what that is. I think this big bet like can get looked up somehow. Hell yeah. Like I think he has only hands that are just going to snap fold. I should be able to see what he had. Wow, yeah, he had ace-4. I think the big bet looks goofy. I mean, he tanked with an ace there. I don't know. I thought about a jam though, but he took forever to call with that ace. Ace King has so much showdown value, but this guy is insane. And I'm like legitimately, like I think that I can get value from him if I was to bet. That one was tough. I'll leave here after. Damn it. Calling 28 into a pot that would be 92. Oh. This guy is never bluffing. So do I really have diamond outs? And the answer is probably no. Oh, this is such a... I should have... God damn it. That guy has 0 bluffs, though. So what's his value? Like, maybe a set, but it's like diamond's way easier to have. Ricardo Jose, welcome. The sound quality of the Bucky's Roadshow was stellar. Thank you. Oh, man, thank you for saying that. Thanks to everyone that reached out and said that it sounded great. I do appreciate that. As we wind down here, I want to thank everybody who joined in, hung out, commented. I appreciate it. If I can stay away from the meatball subs, I think that you will, if you enjoy this, you'll be excited because there will be more streams. And I won't feel so shitty all the time. Huge shout out to Chad Dukes and Andy Schonard for the Venmo. Oh, the devil peg. Jesus, I couldn't get all of that. I do love the devil pegs me. It's the greatest fucking band to ever exist. I mean, that's a stretch, but they're fantastic. Like, the songs are fucking fantastic, man. I don't know why I couldn't get there. But thank you all for tuning in. I don't know how we ended up tonight. I think we're down, but not like a lot. Not a lot, I don't think. Let's see. Let's find out. Where is this thing? Is that true? Oh, we're not down. We finished somehow slightly up. We somehow finished up $80, which I'll take, considering how it started. But yes, thank you, Marcus Hodges, for the sound quality. Someone asked me about my favorite band, and I don't know, a band that I can always go back to in metal that changed my life in metal is The Crown. So if you like heavy metal and thrash and just super fast, like I love them. Check out Death Race King. That album is spectacular. From The Crown. But yeah, they're I think they're still putting out albums. They took a long break, and I think a couple of the members reformed the band, and they're even good. They have a sound that is definitive and undeniable, so I'll leave you with that. But thanks everyone for hanging out tonight. I can't believe we finished up 80 doll hairs. I don't really understand how that happened. Through some bad play and some dumb luck. But hey, I appreciate it. Jason Adams, Kevin Smith, huge shout out again to Andy Schonard and Chad Dukes for the Venmos. I appreciate it. And yeah, I think we're just 6 away from the 500 subs, which is the next big milestone. And again, as long as I can stay away from the meatball subs, I think that you guys should start seeing a lot more of me. Have a little more energy and can stream a little more often. I can't do it every single night because I have to play for real some nights. Or I can get 4 or 5 tables going, and I can't possibly stream. Well, I could stream it, but it's boring. I can't talk to you guys. I can't hang out, and I don't like those poker streams. So I'm sure they're for some people, but I don't think they're for you guys, and they're not for me. But thank you all so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't yet, click that like button before you head out, man. Riker out.